Yo, it's P-Mo, aka Jadea, checking in on y'all one good time. So let's talk a minute about deadbeat dads, okay? So I don't know what's gotten into men in the last 20 years. Maybe it was the 1990s movement. I don't know what it was, but I'm sure some sisters out there would say it's been going on longer than the last 20 years. I ain't saying it ain't, but I don't understand how and why a man could go to sleep at night knowing that you got kids out there that you do not do a damn thing for. Not only are you not in their life, not only do you see them maybe 3 times a year, twice a year, if even that, but you ain't even man enough to provide monetarily for your own seed. And let me say this, like, I have a child, you know what I mean? Me. I have a child out there that I support, and her mother and I are not married. We're talking about a child that I have legal custody, of, and I still pay child support. You understand? But I recognize that that's my job. In fact, I provide a lot more. Like, I pay for other things in addition to child support that support what my daughter does. You know what I mean? I don't want to say when she's with her mother, because this is things that she do when she's with me as well too. But the point is that I go above and beyond, because I understand that child support don't cover everything. Child support is the bare minimum for what you should be doing for your children monetarily. Okay? So I believe what's happening to a lot of these guys is that, listen, I'm just gonna put it out there. Like, I don't like to use curse words, but you ain't beep, the rest. If you have children that you don't provide for, if you're bitter over the way the relationship fell out between you and your ex, to the point where you don't even want to provide for your own children, you ain't beep. You understand? You want to make excuses. Well, I ain't finna be paying the white man or going through the white man system. Look, you ain't beep. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're looking for excuses in terms of why you can't provide for your kids. What's even worse is I've seen situations where these guys, okay, we talking about a guy giving his ex hand-me-downs as if that's providing for your child. You gonna give your ex hand-me-downs? You gonna give them clothes and don't get me started. So here's the thing. And then you have the guys who will say this. Well, I don't want to give her the cash because I don't know what she's doing with the cash. Listen, man, what she's doing with the cash is none of your damn concern. I'm just gonna put it out there. People want to, and it's funny how people's minds work. People got all these excuses why they can't pay child support. Bruh, it don't matter what she used that money for. You got to give it to her in good conscience that she's going to do what she needs to do for the kids. And if she mess it all off and she trick it off at the club, oh, well, I hate to tell you that. That's on her. But the fact that and we're talking worst case scenario, the fact that she could be or might be irresponsible with the money that you give her to provide for your child is not a reflection. It has nothing to do with your responsibility of providing for your child. It's just an excuse. It's an excuse. And I'm telling you that, I don't know what it is. I'm just going to put it out there that a lot of these black men out here, or black boys out here, I'm talking about living at home with your mama black boys. Okay, I'm talking about your credit is a negative in the negatives. I mean, come on. Don't get me started. I'm talking about you can't handle no responsibility. You don't want no responsibility. You abandon your seed. Boys, yeah, man, they love excuses. They love excuses. And honestly, I don't know how some of these guys even dealt with some of the black women that they got pregnant, because it's like, wow, what in God's green earth could she have seen in you? And maybe that's the problem. Maybe the problem was that's all she saw was the physical. She didn't really take time to get to know who this man is. What is his character? And perhaps if she would have known that, then you wouldn't have this problem. Jack. So, it's sad. It's real sad. And let me say this, and I'm going to get out of here, okay? People will say again, well, we don't know what she's going to do with the money. Listen, let me tell you something. Raising kids is expensive. Most of the time, unless you're like a celebrity or you're some high-paid person, most of the time, your child support is not even covering the monthly expenses that it costs to raise your child, majority of the time. Okay, this little $200 for one child or $350 for two kids or whatever it is that this woman that the courts have ordered this man to pay, is not enough on a monthly basis to take care of the child. So you have to understand that when she gets that money, she's gonna buy, what is she gonna buy? She's gonna buy food, she's gonna buy clothing, she's gonna be paying for childcare, she's gonna be doing all of these things, okay, to raise your kids that you fail to provide for. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of these guys should be ashamed of themselves. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all men, if y'all watching and you happen to be one of these deadbeats who don't pay child support, man, I hope the police come and arrest your ass today. I hope they knocking at your door right now, bro. I'm just being honest with you, because if you can't get your life together, you know, you should have understood that you made some mistakes in the past, okay? Fair game. We all have made mistakes in our past. I don't care where you're from, who your daddy is, who your brother is. I don't care about none of that. It comes a certain point in time in life when you have to man the hell up and you have to go do what you got to go do. Well, I don't want to go get a job. I don't want to go work for the white man. So you're going to let your kids starve because you got too much damn pride to go get your lazy fat ass up and go get a job. I mean, that's what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. Too much pride. You can't go get a job. You can't go work at McDonald's. You can't go put an application in. You can't go take some classes. You got 1,000,001 excuses. Shame on y'all, man. Like, I can't understand it. And this is the thing, and the reason why I made this video, and I'm gonna get out of here, is recent statistics show that 70-something% of black women who are having children are having them out of wedlock. And a lot of these women will end up being single mothers at some point in time in life. Okay, so we're talking about a man who cannot handle no responsibility, all the way around the board, failing. So if you're a black woman watching this, you better beware some of these men working around here, lurking around here. You got to beware. But also, please don't stereotype. I don't like being stereotyped. I don't like walking into a room and, you know what I mean, people turn their chin up at me or, you know what I mean? I don't like that. Don't stereotype, please. But do be on guard. Get to know a person's character before you get to know that person. And pay your damn child support. Pay your child support, nigga. Pay your child support, boy. Pay them. Them kids got to eat, boy. I'm out of here.